Hello everyone and welcome to this presentation about the future of VPT, so stick around. So in today's presentation we'll talk about the subscription model transition and so how we are going from aircraft specific plans to a unified global access model, which sound a bit complicated, but I'm here to make sure that you get it right. We will structure this a very short presentation, about 10 minutes to cover all the topics. And we will finish with a Q&A where we can ask all your questions through the Twitch chat or through the Discord if you're not able to use the Twitch for any reasons. So let's go. So why are we changing? So if you're attending this presentation, you're probably already a user from VPT, and you're already aware that we have multiple subscription per aircraft family. So we have one subscription for the 73NG, for the 73 MAX, the 7778 family, and we're planning to add bundles in the future, and so on and so on. So as the fleet is growing, we can see a growing complexity for the users and the support behind. And I had a desire to simplify this whole process and increase the long-term value of VPT. And finally, there's a word that we hear a bit too much nowadays is inflation, and VPT was not immune. And we have seen rising costs since 2022, the day we officially started, and we haven't increased our price since then. So it was a bit time to rethink the future to remain sustainable and maybe in future even profitable. So the new unified subscription model will focus on one subscription that will cover all aircraft types, all the current and the future one as well. So the price will be fixed, and no matter how many thousands of new aircraft we will get, the price will just cover everything. So that one subscription will cover all aircraft means as well through all the subscriptions. So there won't be any differences anymore between a light, standard, and pro. So you will be able to access any variant you would like from any subscriptions. So the differences in subscription will lies in the feature you will get instead of the aircraft you will get. This new unified subscription model also means that we don't need to wait for a full family to be ready. So new profiles can immediately be released when ready. So there's no need to wait for the whole fleet to be fully ready and working before release. So that way we will see much more new releases, which will of course add great value to the tool. We're also expecting to see an increase in the airport coverage. This is something we've been working on for over 1.5 years, and we have recently been able to come to an agreement with our data provider. So we are expecting to add roughly 2,000 airports, which will double our airport coverage that we have. We have done everything on our side to provide the data to our provider. So we have done let's say a part of the job. Now the provider has to fetch additional information, which are a bit more advanced for example, to calculate the obstacles. They will need the exact coordinates of the runway, the beginning of the runway, but also at each intersection in order to calculate the engine failure procedure path and so on. So we've been informed that this work is more complex than they initially thought, And so we will, of course, see some delays in the delivery of this expansion. I know that they are currently on holidays here in July, and they told me that the new ETA is August 2025. But let's be conservative. So I hope that we will see the new airports arriving by September this year. And finally, I'm working backstage, kind of in secret for now, on new tools, new features around VPT. So I have released major update 1 on mobile, and I'm working secretly on major update 2, which will feature quite new ideas that I had, and I think you will like them. I'm willing to keep it a surprise, make a full announcement when it's ready, so you won't see any previews on these updates, but I'm keeping working hard behind the stage, rest assured. All right. So what's the transition plan? So we see where we are coming from with a multiple subscription to we're going to a single subscription, but how are we going to do that? So everything will focus on the 7.3 NG family. Why? Because it's very simple. It's the one that has the most users and the one that has the most variants. So make it simple to focus on this subscription. So we will see this subscription remain, and other subscription like the 7778 family, which is available now for free, will be included in the 7.3 NG subscription. So if you already own a 7.3 NG subscription, you will get the 7778 for free. If you own the 7778 family, the free subscription, but do not own any paid subscription with us, well, you will have to subscribe to the 7.3 NG subscription. And then we'll see the 7778 family simply being removed overall. Like I said, that now we have this unified subscription where we can just throw as many aircraft as we want. We will see from next week the addition of the 7.5 family, which has been ready for a couple of months now and has been held back by the 7.6, for which we still have some issues to overcome. So the 7.5 has been fully ready and will be added to the 7.3 NG subscriptions. And finally, we have the 7.3 Max family. So this part, it's a bit more tricky because it's 2 paid subscriptions. So again, we will see the 7.3 Max being moved to the 7.3 NG. So if you own both and on a monthly payment, well, you can simply cancel, or we will help you to cancel the 7.3 Max family subscription, and you will have all the variants included in the 7.3 NG. If you own a 7.3 Max only, well, you can always reach out to us to see what's the best course of action is for you. We will highly recommend you to cancel that subscription and focus on subscribing on the 7.3 NG family. If you have a yearly subscription for the Max, again, we can simply let you go until the end if you're only interested in flying the Max, or we can actually transform your Max family into a 7.3 NG subscription with a prorated formula, or if you already have both, and we can simply extend your NG family with a credit from the 7.3 Max. And again, all this at the current price. And so, of course, yeah, what I explain now is the phasing out of the 7.3 Max family. So we know that it's going to take a bit of time to transition everyone to the 7.3 NG family. But again, you will be contacted by email You can always reach out if you have any questions. And we are, of course, here to make sure that this transition is very smooth for everyone. So now that we have everyone on the 7.3 NG family, we will rename it to VPT Global. VPT Global will, of course, will be the subscription to which everyone will subscribe in the future and get access to the whole features and aircrafts. VPT Global will be split in 3 subscriptions, just like we have now, a light, standard, and pro. And the differences among those subscriptions will be very similar. We have this calculation limit. We have some premium features like the live NOTAMs, runway closures, non-normal procedures, MELCDL. What we won't see anymore is the difference in aircrafts. All variants will be available through all subscriptions. So some users have been subscribing to Pro to get some extra variant, like maybe the BBG. They might reconsider to switching back to something more smaller, like a standard subscription, because they will have access to the feature they need. So I think it's a great value to the community, and so that's the part of all the benefits you would get by this transition. So you won't need to manage multiple plans. As soon as anything is new or ready, you will get it. There's no need to go and get the new subscription, upgrade, and so on. You will have access to all aircraft with only one subscription. And of course, all the new features and profiles, especially, will be delivered much faster, as we just saw with the 7.5, which it can just be released as it's fully ready. This new structure is, of course, scalable, so we can actually now anticipate to have way more users in the future, and that will work. It's a future-proof model that will minimize the customer service behind. And overall, I think it's a greater value and simplicity for everyone, for the users, but also for the developers in the customer service and so on. So a small note for the legacy users. What I call legacy users is all those persons who joined VPT from day one, which was in July 2022, and they've been with us since then. And those usually have a yearly subscription that is about to be renewed here in July or August 2025. And we have decided to hold the price change until and let all those users to renew at the current price. So they will beneficiate a full new year of VPT with all those new features, new aircraft at the old price. And this is something I wanted to do. Firstly, to thank them for their loyalty for already 3 years. That's been a very amazing journey with them. And also because everything here is last minute, I didn't want to press anyone. So we give it time for this whole transition. I believe the technical part will be fairly quick to implement, but we'll let this price change be delayed a bit for those reasons, of course. So from the 1st of September, we will see this new pricing structure be in place. So we can expect the light to be at $699, the standard $899, and the pro at $1199. And if you opt for a yearly subscription, you will get roughly 2 months for free out of the 12. We'll, of course, focus on the standard subscription. Will feature most of the very useful things that we offer. And now that we have all the aircraft available, the standard subscription will suffice for I would say maybe 90% of the users. the light will be really for those who are less prone for precision, that don't want to get all those daily updates with no times and runway closures and all those very cool features that we provide. And the Pro will remain a niche for the very experienced user that needs a lot of calculation and needs extra features like MEL, CDL calculation. And that's it for the presentation, guys. Do you have any questions? Feel free um, to reach out through the chat or through Discord. Don't be shy. There are probably plenty of people that are wondering the same, asking the same questions that are not here to ask them, or maybe they're a bit too shy to ask. So feel free to ask any questions about this transition. All right, I have one question here on Discord. So it's Tango Kilo asking, thank you for this. I love the new simplicity and the addition of the 7576. Thank you. Only question is, and I hate to ask for more, but any news regarding Airbus performance? Well, yes. If you remember, some time ago, I made a post on Discord stating that I've succeeded to make the first takeoff calculation for the Airbus family. Well, this is exactly the kind of things that will this transition will speed up, because once we'll focus on this profile to finish, to make it work entirely from takeoff, landing, dispatch, landing, or in flight. Once it's ready, even though we don't have the non-normal, the MEL, CDL, we can release it, and then you have the very first Airbus that is available for you, and instead of waiting for the whole family to be ready. So yes, this will definitely speed up the release of the first Airbus and VPT. That is for sure. I can't tell you exactly when we'll see, because I'm not working on the Airbus right now. I'm really focusing on this those new features, this new update for the mobile app. And but yeah, of course, this is something we will look at now. We will initiate this new transition. We'll release the 7.5 and 7.7, 7.8. So we will restructure a bit the whole subscription thing. Then we can focus on the mobile app, but also on the new aircraft, like the 747, which is still to be done on the Boeing fleet, and as well the 320 family. All right, I have here on Twitch, Tuesday, right? I like the simpler setup, and I'm looking forward to the 75767. Well, thank you very much. Yeah, the 757 is ready. 76, we will. I will redo some testing and see how much we can release, because now we will move to something more free. Like I said, there's no need to have everything ready. As soon as we have something that works, we can put it up there. So the 7.6 might follow depending which variants are ready. So I have to do a few tests for the 7.6. But yeah, definitely the 7.5. All the last tests I've done, it all passed nicely. All right, guys, I will give another minute or two. If anyone has a question, remarks, um, feel free to shoot. Or if you have just an opinion. It seems that there are no further questions. Well, thank you very much for attending this presentation. Like I said, I will edit it slightly, upload it to YouTube, and make a summary that will be available by email and on the website, which you will see. We'll get a few updates on the website to make clear about this transition. And we're also working on new visual websites, of course, because of this new transition and the simplified way we are intending to do. So, yeah, a lot of changes coming up. And thank you very much for being here. And have a lovely evening. And see you on Discord.